T. Gray and MK, you are now cleared for flight school takeoff.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
And there he is. What's up, partner?
Everything, man.
What's happening?
Awesome. I'm doing fantastic.
So good to see you, man. You're looking all fresh-faced and everything today. Looking
Yes,
good.
sir. Yeah.
Awesome.
So I think I was breaking up a little bit, or you were breaking up a little bit. Anyways, we're good now. We're good.
We're
now.
all good?
Yeah. Okay.
All
Cool.
right, good.
Love
Good.
it.
How are we looking on Facebook? Okay, give us a little Facebook check over there. Facebook check 1, check 2. Happy Saturday, bro.
Yes. And you know what? Happy Saturday to everybody who is joining us early this morning.
Yes.
You know, you guys, people are getting on and they're coming on a little bit later and stuff like that. But you guys are the early ones.
They are.
Yeah.
They are. And hey, guys, you know what you want to do? You want to go ahead and get your team on. Your team needs to be on flight school. Yes, they do. They do. Because we've got big announcements. We've got an incredible training today from a super rock star. And how's it going now? You said I was breaking up. Am I still breaking up?
Nope, you're good. You're
good?
absolutely perfect now. Yes.
All right. The interwebs are all behaving and properly participating.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
All right. Good.
Ooh.
Awesome. Look at our beautiful Ibüümerang family chiming in. Hey guys, welcome to flight school.
Yeah. Welcome to flight school. And for those of you that are new, what is flight school? Flight school is where we and you are at every Saturday morning, 8 a.m. Central Time. So guys, don't miss this. And again, some of the things that we do here, we give special announcements that we don't say anywhere else, right? Mm-hmm. There's trainings that happen here that don't happen anywhere else. You learn about new events, you learn about new promos, and we're going to be talking about some of those things today. So you're in the right place at the right time.
Absolutely. And you know what? I'm going to say this. I just thought about this.
Tim Lambert says edutainment.
Edutainment. Yes. Education, right, training, and entertainment. Because Mark is very entertaining. Yes.
Yeah.
So check this out. You know what flight school is? Flight school is where you learn how to fly, right? You learn how to fly in Ibüümerang. You learn how to reach the highest heights and how to fly like an eagle, get that sapphire trophy, and then how to go even beyond that into the diamond ranks. And so this is where you learn how to operate your business in excellence, do it the right way, how to become, tops, whether you choose to build by building a team, whether you choose to build by focusing on customers. You're going to learn how to do it right here. And also, because a company is a living, breathing thing, as we go through the various stages of the Ibüümerang life cycle, this is where you're going to get your up-to-dateness, right? This is where we're going to make sure that we're keeping you up to date on all things Ibüümerang. So that's what this is about. And we're going to make you laugh along the way too.
Hey, if it isn't fun, I'm not doing it.
There you go. I think we had a couple of crying moments. Right. So we might make you cry too sometimes, but not a lot.
No. Gosh, no.
He said, gosh, no. Please, Lord, no. All right. Well, let's get down to business because we have a powerhouse training that we got to get to today. And I can't wait for everybody to hear from no other than Johnny Wimbrey. And I'll tell you right now, folks, we're going to do this several times. If your team is not on, you got to have some way of messaging your team, whether it's WhatsApp or Telegram or Skype, whatever it is that your team uses to communicate. You got to have some way to message your team and reach everybody and tell them, hey, get on flight school. You can't be missing flight school.
There
all right.
Go.
All right.
Right on. Okay. Well, there's a disclaimer. Don't do bad stuff.
Don't do bad stuff. Don't do it. Don't do it. And we're gonna talk about that a couple of things. And sometimes we do bad stuff. We don't really realize it, but it's okay. That's what flight school's about, right? But this disclaimer is about, really, right? Because we talk about money, and that's why a lot of people do this. People do Ibüümerang for different reasons, but most people do it because they want to create some extra income or even change their whole way that they earn. And you can do that here, but here's what you need to know. What you make is going to be immediately tied to what you do. So if you learn how to do this properly, and you learn how to create results, and you learn how to satisfy the rules of the compensation plan, you'll make money. But what everyone makes is going to be different. It's going to be tied to the amount of work that they make. You're going to see some people who are making lots of money. That doesn't mean that you're going to make lots of money unless you're willing to do all the things that they did. So that's really what the disclaimer is about. Read it for yourself. Make sure you share it with everybody who joins the family. And that's that.
Hey, you know what? Stars are back. Stars were gone for a while.
Right,
Yeah.
really?
So
That's what that was about.
Yeah, they were having some issues with stars. Facebook was, and they're back now. So thank you for the stars, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Facebook, for bringing those back. We appreciate that.
Yep.
All right, we've got translation, different languages. We've got Spanish translation going on. Hola, bienvenidos. We love you guys. Te amos. I guess that's how you say it. I think we have French translation. Bonjour. That's it. That's all I got.
Okay.
And I think we have Tigrinya translation.
Yes, we do.
And
yeah,
I think the only word I know how to say in Tigrinya is Tigrinya. So,
there you go.
Hey, everybody on the Tigrinya line. We're so happy to have you on here with us.
Yeah, it's so cool because, we're translating in so many different languages and there will be more. So, once you guys get a critical mass of ambassadors in a different language, we're more than happy to support that and get that done. So
Awesome.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Go dine in Cancun. You're going to get kicked out, Tigray.
I'm going to get kicked out of Cancun.
Yep. You're going to show up and you're going to do some stuff and then they're going to kick you out because it's been so long since we've gone anywhere. So yeah.
I'm going to tell you this. If I don't get kicked out, it's not going to be for lack of trying. Look, I'm having trouble staying on screen.
Right.
I think
your head's
I wore the yellow shirt today.
Head.
Huh?
You're getting kicked. You're going to get kicked out of this meeting for that. Nah.
For real, bro.
Yeah,
all right, let's see if it's not, and it's not about which background I choose. It's about the yellow shirt.
Yeah.
I'm like the Just Sorry Cat. I'm here and I disappear and I come back and
yeah.
All right.
Tim Lambert says T. Gray can't get kicked out. He owes me a special water when I get there. Special water. Okay. I don't know what you're talking about, Tim.
I don't know what Tim's talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, cool. But listen, Go Dine in Cancun, in all seriousness, is an event that you cannot miss. So it's 3 or 4 events combined into one. It's Dream Weekend, it's Go Diamond, and it's an experience trip. So there's going to be training, fun, then fun. So that's it.
That's it. That's how it's going to go.
I like the fun part.
And there's going to be lots of it. Hey, man, I'm going to let you take this in the next one. I'll be right back.
All right. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So the Vision Boom gear is still available, but for all you ladies out there, there is something new. I'm going to show you some new stuff today. Okay. So don't and I think if Tunde's on, man, let me know. Is it up in the Boom Gear store? Because if it isn't, I'm going to show it and they're going to get in there and they're all going to be mad. All right, hold on. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I've got this new. Now I told Sheridan yesterday that I was gonna put it on and try it and model it. You know what? Let me turn off my background Let me turn off my background so you guys can see this good. All right, let's do this and let's do this. Okay. All right.
Put it on.
This,
Do it.
this right here, no, this right here is a woman's workout bralette. And there's how it looks.
You really
Okay.
not gonna put it on?
Nope, I'm not putting this on. I thought, you know. Okay. And then there's this cool, awesome women's tank top, workout tank top that you can wear over it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gonna put that one on?
No, I'm not
No.
putting any of these on, T. Gray. All right. And then
The people want you to put it on.
the yoga pants. Yoga pants.
We're chanting,
stretchy.
put it on, put it on.
Stretchy. You stop it. Don't incite a riot. All right. So it's all BÜM Fit gear. This is wonderful. And you know, we've got that BÜM Fit program, 7 a.m. every day, Monday through Friday. We've got the BÜM Fit. So ladies, go get your BÜM Fit gear.
Listen, the ladies have been waiting for this one. I'm looking at the comments in the chats for the yoga pants, wallet, and all that stuff. Finally. So Tunde, you are the hero of the day, apparently, for delivering some serious workout gear, BÜM gear for the ladies. Good job, brother.
Yeah. Oh, look, Leslie says, yes, yoga pants. Yeah.
Yes.
And they're nice. They're
they are.
really
They're
quality
serious.
too.
Absolutely.
Top quality stuff. All right.
Way to go. And Tunde, man, he runs such a great operation. I just love the whole BÜM Gear team, and they keep us looking good. And I'm actually super grateful right now because he gave me another one of these yesterday.
Yeah.
And that saved me because it was like just upstairs one flight. Saved me from having to go all the way up to get a different shirt for flight school today. So,
yeah, it's really tough. You know, 3 stories. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, exercise. Yeah. Yes. All right, let's do this, baby.
All right, let's go. Okay. Replay access has been extended, and it's extended through next Saturday. Okay. So we were having some bumps in the road, but all access and premium will have the replay extended through Saturday, October 10th.
Yeah, you guys will not let us take this down, huh? So that's good because I've heard so many people watching it. And one person hit me up, so they were doing a cross-country trip, and they actually used that time to watch all of Vision, which was absolutely phenomenal. So that's super good. And by the way, while we were talking about BÜM Gear, I meant to say that for the BÜM Foundation, you can actually donate to the BÜM Foundation through BÜM Gear as well.
Yes. And those stars, all of those stars that you guys donate go to the BÜM Foundation too.
Yes.
And all of those stars add up. And so I think we've raised over $15,000 for the BÜM Foundation through the stars program. Yeah, incredible. All right. Okay. Oh, you're up, Mr. T. Gray.
Okay, cool. I think we had a little bit of an internet thing going on for a second there. So am I good? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good. Yep.
All right, cool. So family, let's have a little bit of family talk for a second. We got to do a little bit of operations stuff, okay? And need you guys to listen, need the translators to translate so that we can talk about a very important topic. Because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but Ibüümerang has entered a new frontier. We actually have, in addition to digital products, we also have physical products, right? And so many of you have been in the network marketing industry, but some of you have had experience with companies with physical products. Some of you have never experienced companies with physical products, but with everybody experiencing Zens, and I got it, with everybody experiencing Zens, people are experiencing that physical products can be lots of fun, that the people in your communities can get really excited about a product and want to buy it from you, which is absolutely fantastic. It creates a whole nother way to drive volume in your business and create success, right? And so that means that we've got to have a little heart-to-heart talk, though, about a concept called front loading. Front loading. And so you guys see the picture of this garage here, right? And as a matter of fact, let me do this so that I don't have to. There we go. There we go. Hold on. Let me share.
Hey,
Let me share.
Is that a picture of your garage, T. Gray?
That is not a picture of my garage. You've seen my garage. My garage is super neat. I cannot stand a crazy cluttered garage. It drives me bananas, right? Okay, but let's talk about this garage here. This garage is overflowing with products, right? Okay, I don't really know what's in those boxes, but that's the picture that I found on the internet, right? And that's not what we're looking for. We're not looking for people to have a garage full of products. We don't need you to be the secondary Ibüümerang warehouse. We have one already and it's good, all right? So we want to talk about this concept of front loading. This is not what we're looking for, and front loading is not what we're looking for. What is front loading? Front loading is when people buy tons of product for either them to achieve a rank themselves or to help their upline or somebody else achieve a rank. And they're buying products that they don't want. They're buying products that they don't need. They're buying products that they can't or haven't sold. And it's just accumulating, right? And then what happens is it becomes a problem down the road, right? And that's not what we're looking. Let's protect our company. Let's protect our opportunity. Let's keep this thing fun and let's keep this thing sacred. Here's what we want people to do. It's very important. Only buy what you really want. Okay, we'll put out specials, we'll make incentives, and that's going to be appropriate for the people who it's appropriate for, but only buy what you really want. Also, there is a 70% rule that says that whatever you buy, at least 70%, you either have to use it all or sell at least 70% of it to other people. All right, so only buy what you've sold and only buy what you can sell. All right, and don't just grab product so that you can achieve a rank or so you can help somebody else achieve a rank. That's not the idea, okay? So folks, front loading is not something that we support as a company. Front loading is not something that our field leaders, our diamonds are all about. And so we want to make sure that you do it right. And we've got so many people who've done it right. You know, I just want to say that I really admire Sam and Kim Bean, Jackie and Jayla Pippins, and all the diamonds that hosted the call-a-thon. They taught people how to, and because of those call-a-thons, there were people who purchased that $4.99 show special, which is still up, by the way. We'll talk about that for a second, and got 30 boxes of Zens. And they got, and before they even received this product, because we haven't even shipped it yet, they got on those call-a-thons and they learned how to sell it. So they called people and said, hey, we got a first to market product. It's revolutionary. It's fun. It smells great, whatever. And they sold all 30 boxes that were going to come in that pack. And so then they bought another one and they sold the contents of that one too. And that's how it should work. It shouldn't be that you're just buying these and when they come, they're just going to stack up. So you got all these folks in the company right now who, because they did it the right way, when their product comes, it's already spoken for, it's already gone, and their garage is not going to look like the picture that we gave. So folks, we want to make sure that everybody understands that this is not about stockpiling or front loading. This is not what the company is about. All right. So I was breaking up a little bit. Is my internet better now? Is everything better? Hit me in the chat, Zoom. All right, good. Yeah. Awesome, because we want to go to the next topic. We got another operations topic that we want to cover. Everybody clear on front loading? Do me a favor. I want to see it in the chat. No front loading. Let's get that going in the chats here. No front loading. Show me. No front loading, right? That means no front loading for you and no front loading for your team. Don't encourage your team to do it. All right. All right. Fantastic, people. Excellent. You guys are wonderful and you're great leaders and you build with integrity. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. So now let's go to the next thing. Let's talk about subscriptions. You guys ready to talk about subscriptions? Let's do that. Congratulations, first of all, folks, on working with us through the August subscription run. And I hope you guys noticed that as a company, and by the way, I just got from our attorney was watching. I didn't know she was on. MJ, we see you. And she gave me just like all the love in the world. She said I did it right. So good job. So you guys worked with us through August subscriptions, which was very challenging for everybody involved. And I want to congratulate you guys for weathering that like champions. So August is done. August books are closed. We've paid out August commissions. Congratulations to you guys. And a special congratulations to all of the World Series winners who got August World Series bonuses. So we had people who got U+2 bonuses. We had people who got rank advancement bonuses for August. We got people who got go-getter bonuses for August World Series. And then we had our top World Series winner. I can't say her last name, and I don't see it in front of me, so I can't even break it down. But her name is Hannah also, not Hannah Volkova, who was our top second place top winner for World Series, but another Hannah who got the $5,000 bonus for August. Way to go! And then we had our top three winners: Sandy Harris, #1; Hannah Volkova, #2; and Horace Daly and Ronnie Smith. I think I got the names right there. I hope I didn't mix them up, from Jamaica. And their frontline teams who contributed all got their piece of the 10,000, 25,000, and 50,000. So I'll tell you right now, there's a lot of happy people in Jamaica, Czech Republic, and Australia right now because they got some extra money. So they did so fantastic. Congratulations to you guys. So we took care of August. August is done. Thank you guys for working with us. Now let's talk about September, because you guys know we did not run September subscriptions in September because of the work that we've been doing. So now we're going to run September subscriptions. We gave you guys a little bit of break between August and September. And we wanted to make sure that for people who have bills that happen on the first of the month, our CEO is a lot of things. He's generous. He's a super achiever. He's an incredible leader, but he's also very thoughtful, very thoughtful. So as we were making the schedule of when we were going to get this all caught up, he said, let's make sure we don't run it on the first so that we don't collide with our people's household bills. So we are going to September subscriptions starting tomorrow, October 4 through October 7. Okay, October 4 through 7 is when we're going to run October subscriptions. That's the automated run. Okay, now I want you guys to be aware of our new policy. If your subscription didn't run in August and you did not fix it in August, it will not run in September. We're not doing any more tries. So you'll have to fix it yourself for September. Now, here's the cool thing. You notice that when it came time to fix August, we had a reactivate August button. Well, now we have a reactivate September button. And we've temporarily put it up today to give you a head start. So it will be up just for today only. So for anybody who wants to go ahead and make sure that your September subscription runs, you can click the reactivate September button. It's on the screen. It is circled in red. You can click the reactivate September button and run your September subscription today if you want to. Okay, that button will be there today. All right, now it will go away tonight because we can't have you reactivating while we do the automated run. So it'll go away and it will come back when we finish. That will be October 8th. Okay. The reactivate button will come back on October 8th, and it will be up for 2 days at that point, October 8th and October 9th. So what do you need to do? Get your team ready, okay? So that if for whatever reason, your subscription that's supposed to run in September, when we run it, you can fix it on October 8th and October 9th. That gives us time to get back on regular schedule, clean up the books, and pay the commissions for September on time on October 20, okay? So I wanna make sure that everybody understands that. So now, here's the thing. If you purchase the $4.99 show special, it includes your September subscription. So before we run subscriptions tomorrow, we're going through and taking a look at who bought that $4.99 pack and taking them out of the subscription run because their subscription's already done. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that. If for some reason we do run your subscription accidentally, just let us know. We'll fix it. All right, give us a chance. We'll fix it. Wait, if it takes us a while to get back to you, just be patient because we will fix it. Okay, and that's the way we operate at operations and customer service. If you give us a chance, we'll fix it. Okay, so that's how that will work. If you have any difficulties, go to iboomhub.com, click support, choose the right category. That actually speeds things up. Send us a message, give us all the details, and be patient. We have a lot of people to serve, and we will fix it. Okay, and pass that message through your team. Give us a chance, we'll fix it. All right, excellent. So that's what's going to happen with September subscriptions. I'm taking my time on this because here's what happened. Even though we communicated a lot, we keep getting the same questions that we've already answered. And so now we're asking for your help. Now that we've communicated this really clearly about how September subscriptions are going to work, we need you to help us get the word out. Make sure that your entire team is getting this. All right, they're not showing active because we haven't run September subscriptions yet, right? So when we run September subscriptions, everybody's supposed to be active, will be active, okay? All right, the last thing I wanna talk about is October subscriptions because we're in October. And so once we finish September subscriptions and September commissions, then we're gonna go ahead and run October subscriptions. You guys have noticed that we haven't run any October subscriptions yet, and that's because we're getting caught up. So we will do October subscriptions on October 20 through October 25. So we're gonna do those all in 5 days, okay? And that actually causes us to finish October subscriptions right on schedule. We're normally finished by the 25th, and this time we'll be finished by the 25th, even though we're not starting October subscriptions until the 20th. You will have the rest of the month to fix your October subscription. And of course, we'll be paying commissions on time on November 20 for October monthly commissions, okay? And we will be resuming our normal subscription schedule beginning on November 1, okay? So in case we've been off long enough for anybody to forget, if your enrollment date's on the 1st, we'll run you on the 1st, the 2nd, so on and so forth. We'll start doing that again on November 1, okay? So that's our subscription update. We wanted to make sure everybody understands. Hopefully that was crystal clear. We took our time to try not to talk fast so that everybody can understand how that will work. And of course, we'll continue to communicate throughout the process. What's up, bro?
Right on. Hey, people are loving that. That was cool. Mary Solomon just says, thank you. That was clear. Kimberly Wilson said, yes, understand. So that was excellent. Nice job.
Awesome. 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 Thank you.
Hey.
All right. And congrats.
All right.
You know, I just want to say thank you to our tech team because I don't know how to code anything. But those geniuses who are doing what they do behind the scenes with the coding and the bits and the bytes and the interwebs and all that stuff, they are getting it done. So great job, you guys.
Nice. Well, you know, it's not too late for you to learn how to code, T. Gray.
Yeah, but that would require desire. And desire is absolutely lacking.
Okay. All right. Bill Genius has been hard at work. This number right here makes me smile from ear to ear. People are saving thousands of dollars with Bill Genius. So over $191,000 saved in the first 4 weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, that is fantastic. So keep it coming. Keep rocking Bill Genius and keep getting those boomerangs out there too, you know?
Mhm.
So that is excellent. And just keep it going. Keep sending those boomerangs.
People are making money. People are making money, and this is really exciting. And we'll continue to give you guys more communication so that it'll be super clear to you. Excuse me, how you make money with Bill Genius. But you guys got to understand that the bigger that number is, the more money people, Iboomerang ambassadors are making. So
That's right.
that's really good. You know, people are saving money and folks are making money. And you know what, one other thing that I want to talk about, you know, from an operation standpoint, it just brought to my attention to let everybody know is Boombucks, right? So if we can, you may just put me on screen. Let me just talk about Boombucks for a second. So Boombucks is going to be an amazing concept, and we're excited to deliver that because it's going to be it's just going to be a whole new way of creating excitement, you know, people just being locked into the Iboomerang family. So we want to do that. However, we're delayed on developing the Boombucks concept. That's, you know, it's so funny. You know, Holton and I, we talked about this the other day. We said, hey, you know, it would be really cool if we could figure out a way to show everybody the amount of code that happens behind the scenes in order for something simple to happen. Like even this Zoom that we're on right now, or if you're on Facebook, you know, we see the forward facing, customer facing side of it, but behind this is thousands and thousands and thousands of lines of code that make the programs do what they're supposed to do. And the same thing applies to Boombucks. And so with the payment processing delay, you know, getting that system up to speed that we had to do, that delayed us in the development of the Boombucks concept. So we're going to get that to you. We want you to have that. It's a very important piece of the Iboomerang, you know, universe and environment. But we're just gonna have to ask you to be patient with us while we develop that. We're not going to be able to deliver that in October. We'll just tell you that right now. But we'll give you a more accurate update of when you can expect Boombucks to work, to be here in a week or two, if you guys allow us that opportunity. All right. So thank you guys. We appreciate you for continuing to be patient with us. Be excited about Boombucks. We are going to do it, but we're not going to do it in October. All right.
All right. Good deal. Okay. All right. Ooh, okay. Here we go. Zen. So this was awesome. And you guys nailed it. And you have until tomorrow night, October 4th at midnight to rock this special. So, you know, we extended it. We gave you more time. You guys took advantage of that. And now we need to turn it off. So it's going to end tomorrow night, Sunday night, October 4th, midnight Central Standard Time.
And Mark, we got to say this. So everybody, Mark and I, we were just kidding when we said that Holton didn't notice, right? Our CEO, he sees everything and he's very intentional. And that was really a joke. Some of you guys took that seriously, but it was a joke. He knew, and it was very intentional that he left it up. It was actually an act of generosity. He, you know, Holton saw the impact of what this was happening, of what this was doing to your business. And what Mr. Bugs decided to do was to leave it up, even though the special pricing actually cost the company money. He said, you know what, since we're still working through these technical difficulties, since we're still working through the subscriptions issue and payment processing issue, his gift to you guys was to leave the special up. So that time, now that we've got all those things fixed, remember he announced, we're going to leave it up until we get paid, until we can take credit cards the good old fashioned way. Well, that was almost 2 weeks ago. So he left it up an extra week and a half, just so that just as a gift to everybody. So guess what? Like Mark said, all good things come to an end. So this is going to come to an end Sunday midnight. But here's the good news. When sometimes good things follow them.
You were breaking up. We didn't.
I was?
Yeah.
Were you speaking it? Was I speaking English?
Yeah. Yep. So man, there's something going on with your interwebs over there.
I don't know what's going on with my interwebs. I tell you what, I'm gonna let you, I know what's coming up next here. I'm gonna let you go for a little bit. I'm gonna pop back on here. Let's see if that helps out.
Okay.
All right.
All right, cool.
Like Arnold Schwarzenegger said.
Yeah, I'll be back. Okay. So there is a special CEO call, and there's going to be lots of updates on Monday. This is for the entire company. Everybody can get on this call. It's going to be Monday, October 5th, 10:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. There is going to be a call for the leaders at 9:30, and that's Sapphire and above. So all of you new Sapphires are going to be able to experience your first Sapphire and above call this coming Monday at 9:30. But again, at 10:30, everybody in the company is going to be able to hear and learn and get all of the latest updates. Mr. Bugs wants to get on, and I know that he's got some things that he wants to tell you guys. So be on that call on Monday at 10:30 a.m. CST. So, and the other thing too that we're going to be doing is we're going to also send out an email. We're going to have it posted in the socials. So go ahead and make sure that your team knows. So, some people, may not understand and know what's going on, but if you guys can go ahead and help us, that will be great, because then you can let your team know and just make sure that they're on as well. All right. It's going to be a big call. It's here's the thing. Those that get on first will be able to experience that call on Zoom. We've got limited lines on Zoom. Everybody else will have to be put onto the Facebook Live line. The spillover will happen there, but there will literally be thousands and thousands of people on that call. All right. Okay, then now we just put this up yesterday. So are you a Zents champion? And if you are, send us in your photo, okay? And that is at any level, any rank, okay? We're on Flight School today, we're just gonna recognize Sapphire and above. But on iBoom Hub, we're gonna recognize everybody that has changed a rank in the last month, and if you're changing ranks right now. And we're gonna do this all the way through the month of October. So go ahead and send that in. There are literally on there right now, hundreds of people. So go ahead, take a look, and become a Zents champion. All right. Okay, speaking of Zents champions, here we go. Zents qualifications. And these are all people that are in qualification. They still need to be recognized, and we still need to take a look and make sure that they have met the qualifications in September. But these are our folks. So Andrea Hodge and Rosa Rodriguez, you are rubies in qualification with the Zents promo. Congratulations to you guys. Congratulations. And these are all new, right? These are people that just did this in the past week. So another ruby in qualification is Andrea Paul. Yeah, that is awesome, Ruby.
That's New York in the house right there. Way to go, Mr. Dre.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Go. We'll go
All
back.
right, by the way, I'm back in case you didn't notice.
Yep, I did. There was no not noticing T. Gray in the house.
Yeah, I'm back. Pablo Fuentes and Monica Chavez, rubies in qualification. That's so fantastic.
No,
Hey, did we explain everybody what?
They may be out of either Costa Rica or Chile. So
Ooh,
those two
nice.
areas have been on fire.
Yes. Way to
Yeah.
go. I think that's what diamond is that? Is that Luis Ventura and Fernanda Vera?
I think so.
Congratulations. They've got some great diamond leadership helping them get it done. Pablo and Monica, congratulations. And did we explain to everybody what in qualification means?
Yes, I
Okay,
did.
cool. All right.
I did.
Well, awesome.
All right. Oh, this one. Day one, Patrice McRaven, Ruby qualification. Awesome. Good deal.
Congratulations. Hey, did you say Ruby?
Yeah, Ruby.
She was Sapphire last week.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, girl. Yes, that is fantastic. Oh my goodness.
Oh, you know what? Luis Ventura just said that Pablo Fuentes and Monica Chavez just went emerald. Okay.
Wow.
Yep. All right.
That's phenomenal. Love it. I'm here for all of it, man. That's what I'm talking about. I love to see all these rank advancements. People are rocking.
Go. This is you.
Now, and I just want to say this too. This is really, really important too. Remember on these rank advancements, because we were working on the subscriptions and everything, we wanted to make sure that nobody suffered with their weekly commissions. So remember, until we run the actual commissions for the month, we're making people active, right? We're giving you the benefit of the doubt. But remember, it's going to be up to you to stay active by making sure your subscription actually runs. And that's why when we do the actual calculation, that's going to be very important. So for all of you guys who are achieving these ranks and you're in qualification, part of what you're going to need to do is to make sure that the people on your team actually do their subscriptions so that that rank actually sticks. Okay. Hopefully you guys understand what it is that I'm trying to say. Hopefully that was clear. All right. Did you do Patricia already?
No.
Congratulations, Patricia.
Yeah.
Patricia Chandler Williams.
Nice.
Ruby in qualification.
Yeah. All right. Sapphire in qualification. Adele Grant. Congratulations. Sapphire in qualification.
Nice. Brian Waite. What's up, Mr. Brian? Congratulations. Sapphire in qualifications. Zens is making a difference for so many people, Mark. Look at this, man. This is crazy.
Yep. Charlotte McCormick, Sapphire in qualification. Good job, Charlotte.
Fantastic. Craig and Tasha Howard, Sapphires in qualification. Way to go.
David and Carla Foster, Sapphire in qualification. Look at you two. Cute.
Yes. Dr. Anissa Jones, congratulations, Sapphire in qualification.
Jesse Orozco. Jesse, congratulations, Sapphire in qualification.
Yes. Okay, I got something that covered my screen. There we go. Joe and Mary Sanders. Way to go. Congratulations, Sapphire in qualification.
Awesome. Jorge and Liz Saldana, Sapphires in qualification. Yes. Yeah, that sounds like they're part of a team, a Spanish team somewhere in the world. Awesome. Good job.
Yes, absolutely. Marilyn Bates, Sapphire in qualification. Congratulations.
Yeah. Boy, this is incredible. All of these folks ranking up with Zents.
Zents.
Amazing. All right. Richard and Sophie Douglin. Nice job.
Nice job. Congratulations, you guys. Sean Goldie, Sapphire qualifications. Congratulations.
Shireen Phillips, Sapphire qualification. Look at that. Awesome job.
Yes. Shay Knight, Sapphire in qualification. Way to go.
Way to go, Shay. Tanaya Maxwell, Sapphire in qualification. Good job, Tanaya. Or Tanaya.
So if you or somebody on your team has hit a rank with Zents, make sure you send us a screenshot of the back office so that we can see the verification as well as the picture that they want to use. And we will be recognizing all these folks, as Mark mentioned earlier. And again, thank you to our marketing team for just always finding cool ways for us to celebrate the Ibüümerang family.
Yeah, so not only are they going to be on social media, but they're also going to be on iBoom Hub, and you can go to promotions and then you can do the drop down Zents Champions. It's filling up. It's filling up. And you know, if you're not on there yet, the reason being is we need your picture. Okay, right. We need your picture, and I'm sure that the team is reaching out to all of you. Looking for those pictures. So if you do get a request for a picture, please send it in right away and we'll have you up on iboomhub.com and on our social media channels. Social media channels, it's just Sapphire and above, but on iBoom Hub, it's everybody, tons of directors, senior directors, executive directors. So go ahead and get that information into us, please.
And and man, let's just take a moment to just hats off to all of our diamonds. I mean, we just have, Mark and I, we're privileged to be in a chat with all of our diamonds, and their energy and support for Zents and excitement and the way they've been driving and teaching and guiding their teams has been amazing. I mean, Cesar Munoz, all of our blue diamonds, especially Cesar Munoz, Peter and Karen Hirsch, Martha Ermias, Jose Luis Rivas, of course, our superstar Black Diamonds, Johnny and Crystal Wimbrey. And I always love it when Johnny just gets it in his spirit that he's going to do a Black Diamond takeover. So we had one of those last week where he's like, I'm doing 8, I'm doing 10, I'm doing 12. And he just gets out there and he just says, give me the ball, I'm going to lead. And of course, our global master ambassador, Edwin Haynes, who's just been giving phenomenal leadership. I love his leadership video that he sent out last week. And just all of our diamonds, Emmanuel Bernstein, Sam and Kim Bean, Luis and Fernanda, David Hunt, Avinash, all these diamonds have just been coming together, sharing knowledge, sharing leadership, and really helping out to drive things. And our next slide, if we put that up, you're gonna see some of our diamonds starting to do something really cool. And they're gonna be Mark's co-host on Top Gun Spotlight.
Spotlight. So I called Miss Jackie yesterday and asked her to be her and Jayla to be a part of the Top Gun Spotlight show this coming Tuesday at 4. And I said, everybody wants to know what you're doing. You broke a diamond. So Jackie and Jayla will join me and co-host. And if you want to find out how they did Zents and what they did with their team, join us on Tuesday at 4 o'clock. I cannot wait. This is going to be awesome.
That's going to be phenomenal. And yeah, so those of you guys who were on Top Gun Spotlight last Tuesday, you notice I was not there. And I'm officially stepping back from Top Gun Spotlight because, as you can see, we are exploding as a company. We have so many crazy, huge, and important operational projects that are going on that I really need to step back and reclaim that time. But I am not just being replaced. You're getting a bigger, better model with these diamonds. These diamonds are coming in here, and they're gonna fill the spot and hang out with Mark and handle this recognition and give you guys a couple of cool tips in the middle of the week. We call it midweek flight school internally, but Top Gun Spotlight for you guys. So looking forward to this first one here coming up with J Pip. The J Pip.
The J Pip lady.
The J Pips.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. One other thing about Jackie too is she has paid off 4, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4 car notes by subscribing to the philosophy of good. and it's so incredible. So you'll be able to hear those stories as well. All right, this is what I have been waiting for, Mr.
Yes.
Wimbrey. Mr.
Yes.
Wimbrey, thank you so much yesterday for lunch for the lunch for the entire corporate team at Ibüümerang. And if anybody else wants to do a little bit of
We are accepting lunch.
yeah, we're accepting lunches, but again, seriously, Mr. Wimbrey, thank you for doing that. I know that you do a lot for the team and for the big team too. And that was really awesome, and it was good.
It was good, Mr. Wimbrey. Where you at? Turn on your camera, man. Come on. We want to see you. Man, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
Let's do the barbecue out. Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
Just showing you guys love, man. I appreciate you guys so much. We
Appreciate
appreciate
the
you.
love.
Always, always. And I think us as leaders, we should definitely show our appreciation to corporate. I mean, you guys are at war for us, and it's not always clean. It's not always pretty, but the other side of it, and I just want to show you guys our appreciation on the other side of just the war.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know what? J-Dubs, thank you for a couple of things. Obviously, thank you for lunch. Thank you for acknowledging that. And you're right. We go through some scraps. We're scrapping to get some stuff done. But like you said, when it's done, it's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. So we just want you to know we appreciate you too, because
Thank you.
You always lock arms with our global master ambassador. You grab the flag, and I just love that you have this "give me the ball" mentality. And that we need that, and that leadership is so good.
Thank you. Thank you. I greatly appreciate it.
Mr. Wimbrey.
Is this where I take it away?
Yeah, we're going away. We're going bye-bye. You rock it.
All right, stick around. Mark, I may use you for some little interaction. So both of you guys stick around. Who knows? We'll see what happens. So I'm incredibly honored and pleased to be with every single one of you. I see we have chats going on from around the world. Want to be mindful and very respectful to all of our translators. Thank you guys so much for the translations that are going on live right now. Shout out to the Czech Republic right now. They're blessed and fortunate enough to have a Super Saturday training with 400 people in one room. We can't do that yet. So Czech Republic, congratulations for those of you who are inside the room right now. Send us some screenshots of what's going on. Send us some videos. Post it in the leadership groups. We want to see what's going on because the whole world is super jealous in terms of having personal presentations or meetings or training. So right now, I'm talking to thousands of people around the world who have shared this on your Facebook channels. If I were you, I highly recommend that you start a live right now on your personal Facebook channel. Share it from the iBoom. If you are on Zoom, I would share this link with as many people as you can. And, I predict that this portion of Flight School will probably be a training and available in all formats. So you know how we do it. So with all that being said, for those of you who are here for the first time, you may not know who I am. My name is Johnny Wimbrey. I'm a Black Diamond. It's an achieved rank. It's not a nickname. It is an achieved rank. So I'm a Black Diamond in Ibüümerang. And I want to kind of talk about a little bit of my personal story, how I got to where I am at and what's going on in the business. I thought my Zens was throwing a reflection on my face. All right. Johnny Wimbrey from the Dallas-Fort Worth area, born and raised in Fort Worth. I'm 45 years old, and I've been involved with the industry of home-based businesses since I was 25 years old. And I kind of want to help you understand how I got to where I'm at because, I wish I could say that things were given to me. That's just not true. I have probably had to work harder and more consistently than most people who have achieved the level of success that I have in this industry. And what I mean by that is a lot of times when you have somebody who's, a multi-billion-dollar producer who has, earned, tens of millions of dollars in this industry, building organizations, in, well over 70 countries around the world, well over 1 million customers and distributors that I've built around the world. And I'm saying all that to say this: I started just like anybody else. As a matter of fact, when I started in the industry of home-based businesses, I started with my friends. My family wouldn't even join me. So my local friends and their friends, and, I got my boss involved, and then he started getting his family involved. And that's kind of how I built it, because, here I am. And this is a very, very real story. I was the guy that, was making good money and still could not get my family members to join. So when somebody comes to me and says, I shared Ibüümerang with my family members, if I can't get my family to join, I definitely am not going to be able to get friends to join. Well, listen to me. If you put that boogeyman in the closet and your brain is the closet, if you put that boogeyman in the closet, that's the boogeyman you put there. It doesn't exist for us. It exists for you. And we all do this. My family didn't join, but I made a decision. I didn't start in the business of entrepreneurialism for my family. I started for me. I want them to be a part of it. I want them to join me, but I don't have an emotional connection to whether they do or not. As a matter of fact, when I joined Ibüümerang, I shared it with my family quickly just so I can get them out of the way. So they can't come back and say, well, Johnny, you didn't tell me at the beginning. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And I told you at the beginning just so I can get your nose out of the way. So when you see me 3 years from now being recognized on global stages, when you see books being written about what I'm about to do in Ibüümerang, and trust me, there will be books written about what we're about to do, then I don't want you to come back and say to me, Johnny, you didn't tell me in the beginning. Yes, I did. You said no quickly, and I appreciated it. And that's why I kept moving. So I'm telling you right now that the blood of your business is always going to be new blood. If you want your business to run out of blood, stop bringing in new people. If you want your team to sizzle down, create a team of individuals that aren't bringing in new people. And I'm saying new ambassadors, and I'm saying new free customers. And I'm saying signing people up with the services and products that we have. That's always going to be the lifeblood. The old clients from last week, that's old blood. Now, every time they pay their subscription or every time they use the product or service, they become new blood again. But until they do, that's last week's blood. Last week's bragging points are gone. This is Saturday. I can't brag about what happened last Saturday. I can't brag about the production that we did in September. That is gone. I hit a reset button. And this has been the evolution of Johnny Wimbrey in the home-based business arena, because Johnny first started thinking that all I had to do was go out and recruit people and recruit people and recruit people, and I'll just, be massively successful. And I was good at recruiting people, but I wasn't good at duplicating leadership, because what I was doing, everybody could not duplicate. So in other words, I was throwing things against the wall just to see who would stick. Every time you enroll a new ambassador into Ibüümerang and they don't hear from you in 24, 48 hours, that was you throwing them against the wall just to see if they would stick. That is not leadership. And you wonder, why are people in your team signing up one person and they're not doing anything else after they sign up one person? Because that's what you did with them. So you have to understand, what you duplicate will duplicate. What you don't do will duplicate. What you do will duplicate. So whether you are being the leader that you would want to follow, it doesn't matter. That's duplicating. It's duplicating in the wrong direction, or it's duplicating in the right direction. And my question for you is, how much longer do you want to have either one of those problems? If your problem is duplicating in the right direction, multiply that problem. Multiply the fact that you are creating volume and it's growing because it's duplicating. But if it's not duplicating, how much longer do you want to have that problem? And you may say, Johnny, my team is not duplicating. Yes, they are. They're doing exactly what you're doing. Nothing. And a lot of times, when I come on and I do a training, I have to remind myself that I'm talking to new people too who have never done this before in their life. So there are things that I'm going to talk about that you can compartmentalize and say, hey, listen, this is for me now, but I don't know what he's talking about, but I know for a fact it's going to be something that's going to come up in the future. So let me sandbag this. Let me put it in my journal and let me sandbag it. So when I do get to the level that I recognize the message, then I can apply it right there. And that's really what I want you to do. So if I were to title this training, and you'll be proud of me, Mr. Bugs, I actually have a title today. And typically when I do a training, the title kind of creates itself. And it may change, I don't know. But this is kind of where I want to go. I want to go with, the lifeblood of building Ibüümerang is going to be your ability or inability to effectively share the opportunity. You may hear some people say, show the plan. If we say show the plan, we're basically saying lead somebody to a presentation, lead somebody to an exposure. And you have to understand, if you truly want to knock this thing out of the ballpark, make that your number one priority, that you lead people to an exposure. You show the plan or you lead them to the plan. Well, Johnny, what's the plan? I decide is a great plan. Noon presentation. That's a great plan. Spanish presentation at 9 p.m. That's a great way to lead somebody to a plan. So I lead people to the plan, not to me. Not to me. See, a lot of people want to be presentation man or presentation woman. Listen, that's the last thing that I want. I would much rather you do the presentation than me. I would much rather be better at leading people to the presentation, leading people to the exposure than doing the actual presentation. The person who has the most people that's led to a live exposure, that person's going to win, not the presenter. People say, well, Johnny, I can't speak like you. I'm not a great presenter. Thank you. Don't be. Be great at leading people to the exposure. Our job in Ibüümerang is one thing and one thing only. It's to get people to see an exposure, not get people to see you. The worst thing that I can do to build my business is be the Johnny show, because now everybody's waiting for Johnny. So now I've created a bottleneck. And if that's going to translate in multiple languages, I create, basically a stop sign of production. Everybody's excited. Everybody wants the next presentation, but they're waiting for me. That's not success. That's not duplication. I would rather be the person that's known to lead people than the person that's known to do the presentation. And I'm not stepping on anybody's toes, but I'm doing this training as if you were asking me, Johnny, how do we get to Black Diamond? So I'm doing that presentation. If you look at the average income of a Black Diamond, I'm talking to you as if that's what you want. Now, if you don't want that, it's okay. I love you where you are. But anywhere in between Black Diamond and a director, I'm talking to you. You get to choose what level you want it. And what level you want it, I guarantee you it's going to trace back to your ability or inability to effectively lead people to an exposure. Well, Johnny, I can't even lead my team to flight school. Get a new team. Why? New blood is always the lifeblood. Remember this, nobody likes to get passed up by a new person. Nobody does. I don't. Let a new person join Ibüümerang and let me see them getting close to Black Diamond. I'm going to freak out. A new person that we don't even know their name right now. She's 18 years old and she just joined last week. Nobody knows her name. And 6 months from now, I see her hit diamond. I see her climbing the charts, hitting blue diamond. That's going to freak me out. Why? The new blood is giving me lifeblood. That new blood is waking me up. It's making me understand, listen, this young girl, this 18-year-old kid, she's coming for you, Johnny. You're not nothing, brother. You're 45 years old. You've been sitting on your yesterday success, and this new blood is coming for you. That's going to fire me up. That's why I lead people to the exposure, and I don't make it about me. I make it about whatever new is going on. People see me celebrating other people's rank on social media. That's not even in my team. Like, Johnny, why are you going out of your way to recognize these people in Costa Rica that are popping ranks? They're not even a part of your team, Johnny. Why are you recognizing them? Because that's new blood. And new blood is the lifeblood. So I'll use the new blood of somebody else's team, somebody else's organization. I will go to iboomhub.com and start doing screenshots of individuals that are being recognized because they hit director or executive director or, sapphire. They became a sapphire their first 15 days. I want that story, and I'm going to tell the story as if it's my own. Why? I'm not lying. I'm not misleading people. These are my business partners. Well, Johnny, they're not in your team. You can't call them your business partner. No, you can't call them your business partner. You can't tell me what I can call people. They are my business partner. If they log into the same website that I log into, we're partners. We're in the same boat. We're moving in the same direction. We have the same captain. We represent the same products. So they're my business partners. So I know that if I use the new blood of my new business partners that I've never met, and I elevate and I help their story shine, I know that my old blood is going to do one or two things. It's going to run them in, or it's going to run them. Run them in or run them out. And I'm okay with either one. Hold on, Johnny, you lost me there. Slow down. What did you just say, Johnny? You just said that you're going to elevate a new person that's not even in your team, and you're going to recognize them in a global way and congratulate them. They're in Costa Rica. You don't have a team in Costa Rica, Johnny. They're in New Zealand. I'm edifying and elevating and putting people on the top of the hill and letting them shine to the world that aren't even financially benefiting me. Why? It's new blood. I'm a master at promoting new blood. When you become a master at promoting new blood, that will bring lifeblood to your organization. Stop. Listen, if you only want to recognize people who are part of your team and your team only, do that. That's fine. But don't tell me you want to become a black diamond. Stop telling me you want my rank, but you start cutting corners when I tell you what I do. Well, Johnny, I'm going to do everything you do except for that. Boom, you just cut a corner. You're a habitual corner cutter, and you want my lifestyle. That's an oxymoron. I'm listening to a black diamond who's telling me what to do, how he got to where he is, but I'm going to cut the corner on this when he says this. I don't like that part. Okay, cut it. Become a habitual corner cutter and wonder why your business is not growing. So I told you I was going to title this, and I told you it may evolve. So you just saw the evolution of how my message has evolved, right? So I want you to show your baby. Because I know the people who show the plan the most, they win. The people who lead people to the exposures the most, they win. You give me somebody who's never done one presentation, but they have 10 new people every day seeing an exposure of Ibüümerang. That person who has 10 people a day that's seeing an exposure will outgrow the person who's doing the presentation at some point. Because typically the person who's doing the presentation will have the least amount of guests on the call. I'm talking from experience. I know that when I lead people to an exposure, I normally have more people on that call than when I do the presentation myself. Why? Because I feel like I'm serving other people, and I get caught up into serving other people. I forget to serve myself. That's just one of my, I'm confessing to you. That's one of my confessions. But when I see, Emmanuel Bernstein doing a presentation, I'm going to lead people to him. When I see Julian Barnard doing a presentation, when I see Jarrell Jenkins doing a presentation, when I see Fernanda doing a presentation, when I see Talita doing a presentation, it's my job. I'm an expert. Listen, here's one thing you can't beat me at. You can't beat me leading people to an exposure. You can't beat me leading people to an event. I'm deadly when it comes to that. I will always have the largest percentage of participation in an organization at every event. That is my commitment to Holton Bugs. It's my commitment to Ibüümerang, their corporate staff, and every single one of my leaders. There's not one person in the company that's going to lead more people based on percentages to an event than I do. That's just what I'm good at. That's how I became Black Diamond. I'm good at getting people to see something that's not me. You're good at getting people to see you, and you're wondering why your team is not growing because it's just you. It's the Johnny show. It's your show. You got to make it bigger than you as quick as possible, which leads me into my topic again. Show your baby. Now, in order for you to show your baby, you have to have a little bit of pride in who your baby and what your baby is. You've got to understand your baby. If you don't understand your baby, you'll just let anybody hold your baby. Now I want you to imagine Talita and Daniel just had a beautiful baby. We call her the brand new BÜM baby. We got a few BÜM babies. I know Gary and Heidi just had a BÜM baby. Francesca, Michael Jackson about to have a BÜM baby. And when I say BÜM baby, that means that the baby was conceived during Ibüümerang and was born during Ibüümerang. We've only been around for about 18 months, so we're already having BÜM babies. So imagine some of our BÜM babies. Imagine that Talita and Daniel, walk up with their brand new, beautiful baby girl, and they just hand the baby to a stranger. Hey, can you hold my baby for a second? I'll be back. That's your baby. You're not gonna let just anybody hold your baby. That baby has value. As a matter of fact, you would rather take your last breath than the baby take her last breath. That's how much value that baby has. I'm a parent. I know what I'm talking about. I got 3 kids. I will kill for my kids. I will die for my kids. I will breathe my last breath so my child can continue to breathe. That's my baby. So here's my question. What value have you given to your baby of Ibüümerang? So let me tell you a quick story to bring validity to what I'm talking about. Touchy subject for me. My daughter Psalms is 19 years old. She has a boyfriend now. He's living. He's good. He's breathing. He's healthy, strong. I'm letting him make it right now. So as you can see, I'm kind of calming down a little bit and going through therapy right now. But he's cool. I let him make it. But let's just say, and I always visualize this. When my daughters were maybe like 9 and 11 years old, I used to have this vision. I used to have the vision that one day I'm going to be on stage speaking or doing a training. And one day I'm going to be on stage and, I'm going to look out into the audience and there's going to be, somebody, a leader's son who's sitting, on the front row next to their parent. And maybe they're, 15, 16 years old. My daughter's 15, 16 years old. And I'm starting to see this kid. And I'm like, wow, this kid, is sitting on the front row and this kid is taking notes. Everything that I say, this kid is writing it down. This kid is hungry to be more in life. And I just, years go by and I keep seeing the same kid. And let's just say, kid's 18 years old now. My daughter's 18 years old now. And let's just say, I go up, to one of our leaders. And let's just say, it's one of our leaders who have a teenage son. And I say, man, I noticed that, at every event, your son, as a young teenager, he's always on the front row. He's always taking notes. And he's, that's the kind of kid that I would like my daughter to meet. And let's just say, we're in the green room in the back, I'm a speaker, this is a leader. And, I see the kid in the back and I say, I pull my daughter and say, hey, I just wanted, to make a connection. I thought you guys should meet, being a father, right? Being overprotective, good looking kid, excited about life, taking notes and he's fired up, right? And let's just say that this young dude, I make the introduction, everything is impressive about him. And let's just say that this kid looks at me and then looks at my daughter and says, what is she working with? Now, if you're not from where I'm from, if a young man walks up to my daughter and says, hey, boo, what you working with? In front of me, I'm gonna have his esophagus in one hand and his medulla oblongata in the other hand. That's me. Like I'm gonna separate him from his own body. So if everything that I saw in this young kid was impressive from a distance, but as soon as I got up close to him and I said, listen, I'm so impressed with this kid. I want to introduce him to one of my most valuable assets on the planet. I want to introduce him to something that I would die for, that I would kill for, that I will take my last breath for. And I make this introduction, and this dude that I thought that, you know, was oppressive from a distance says, "Hey, what you working with, boo?" What? What? What just happened? Like, not to me, to him. I mean, I don't care whose son he is. I don't care who he's related to. He's not walking anytime soon at this point. So here's what happens. A lot of you are sharing your baby with people who don't value it. Just because somebody looks good at a distance and it feels like they're going to value, you know, put value into your baby. And when I say your baby, I'm talking about Ibüümerang. Ibüümerang gives me life. This is my baby. This is not just another opportunity. You got to understand something. I'm not just an ambassador of Ibüümerang. I'm not just in Ibüümerang. Ibüümerang is inside me. You see the difference? Like, I'm not just the father of this daughter. That's my daughter. The same blood that's inside her is the same blood that's inside me. She breathes because I breathe. She has life because I live. So this is my baby. Just like, now, what if I would continue down this path and I ignored the fact that he just disrespected my baby? He disrespected my baby by not understanding her value, and he disrespected my baby in front of me. And let's just say I look past that and I go, oh yeah, you know, hey, no, it's my daughter, da, 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 and I keep moving forward. That makes me the fool. That makes me a fool. Fool is not a bad word. Fool just basically means I had information and I refused to apply it. He gave me information. He told me who he was, but I didn't want to believe it. So I continue down this path of connecting my daughter to this fool, which makes me a fool because I lost value in my baby. The only reason that you're not showing Ibüümerang is because you haven't made Ibüümerang your baby. See, you may see Ibüümerang like an option. My baby's not an option. When you can make Ibüümerang your baby, you're going to show the baby. You're going to brag about that baby. You're going to dress that baby up. You're going to expose that baby to people you love and people that you care about because you're proud of your baby. So my question to you is, do you have pride in Ibüümerang, and have you made Ibüümerang your baby? Here's how you know it's not your baby, because you find yourself begging people to like your baby. You are begging people to care about your baby. When you have to beg somebody to see your baby, they should be disqualified of ever seeing your baby. That's how I look at Ibüümerang. I don't show Ibüümerang just to anybody. Why? It's my baby. It's valuable to me. There's an ancient scripture that says, do not cast your pearls among swine. And what that means is, you know, if I take out my, my watch, this watch is it ain't a Holton Bugs value watch, but it's pretty valuable. It's pretty valuable. You can trade this in for some cars. And let's just say that I leave my watch out on a picnic table. And I don't know how, but let's just say a pig comes around and starts digging through the food and digging through everything. And the pig eats my watch. That's what we mean by swine. A swine is a pig. So a pig has no appreciation for this watch. A pig will eat a $15,000, $20,000, $100,000 watch and never look back. Why? There's no value. It's swine. Swine does not value jewelry. They have no concept of value. They have concept of consumption. You're casting your precious jewels to swine, and you're wondering why your business is not motivated. You wonder why you're not motivating, because you continue to beg people to come see your baby. Why would you beg anyone? I would never beg somebody to come meet my daughter. Are you absolutely out of your mind? Are you insane? What kind of father would I be if I had to beg somebody to come see my precious prize? That's how I look at Ibüümerang. When I share Iboomerang, when I lead people to an exposure, I'm leading somebody to come see my baby. And the very first clue of evidence that you give to me that allows me to see, I should have never shown you my baby. I should have never shared my precious jewels with you. Immediately, it is my job to take my baby back and thank them for their time and forgive me for ever wanting to share this with you. And I promise you, I will never share it with you again. Please forgive me. I thought you would see the value. Listen, that's how valuable this is to me. The only reason that you wouldn't be showing your baby, and when I say show your baby, I'm talking about Iboomerang. The only reason that you wouldn't show your baby is, number one, you're not proud of the baby. There's something in you that still has not connected to the baby and make the baby yours. So Johnny, come on, man. You know, you're taking this too far. You're taking it too serious. Listen, disclaimer statement. You may want to put this up there. I don't know. My upline, my sponsor in Iboomerang, we've only been around for 18 months. He just got recognized for the $2 million ring, which means he made over $2 million in commissions in a 12-month period in a new company. Thank you for the disclaimer. My sponsor just got recognized for the $2 million ring, which means the only way you can get a $1 million ring, a $100,000 ring, a $250,000 ring, a $500,000 ring, the only way that you can get this ring in Iboomerang is if you hit that income in a 12-month period. It doesn't matter which 12 months, it just has to be 12 consecutive months. My sponsor just got the $2 million ring. Are you crazy right now? Do you not understand? I gotta show this baby. I gotta show it fast, hard, and heavy because I'm following my sponsor. Who are you following? Listen, Michael Jackson doesn't have to follow me. Follow Edwin Haynes. I'm totally cool with that. The Smeckel brothers, don't follow me. Follow Edwin Haynes. I'm going to be okay if you do that. I don't have a $2 million ring yet for 12 months in Iboomerang. I don't. So when I show my baby, I'm showing my baby with the conviction and the excitement level that I'm following my sponsor. You may say, Johnny, will I outrank my sponsor? At some point, as you dig up into the compensation plan, Edwin Haynes is your sponsor too. So follow him. The only reason you're not showing your baby with passion is because you haven't made Iboomerang your baby. The two most important days of your life in Iboomerang, I want you to write this down. The two most important days of your life in Iboomerang, it's the day you join, and then it's the day you realize why you join. Those are two most important days in this business. Joining is a major step. It's very important. But at some point, something's going to happen. Something's going to happen. I got a message from Tara the other day, or I saw her post something on Instagram, and she said, Johnny just whooped my butt. Johnny just, gave it to me, gave me a spanking, whooped me up. And when I see things like that, I see somebody who's getting closer to understanding the why. We understand the day. The day you join, all you gotta do is go to your back office. That's one of the most important days of your life in Iboomerang. But then there's going to be another day where you connect it to a why, a WHY. Why did you join Iboomerang? Now, for me, the day you join Iboomerang is the day you get inside Iboomerang. The day you realize why is the day Iboomerang gets inside you. Want me to do it again? Two most important days of your life in Iboomerang. That's all of us. That's Holton Bugs too. Every single one of us. Holton Bugs may be the CEO of Iboomerang, but only he knows if he has had his day where he says, now I understand why. And when that day happens, if it hadn't happened already, you'll see a different Holton Bugs. Why? Because your why always goes deeper. It always goes stronger. It's like a root, and it grows and it grows and it grows. You're in Ibüümerang. Congratulations. That's a very important day. But it is Ibüümerang inside you. When it's inside you, you can't help but want to share it. Show me somebody who's winning this week in Ibüümerang, and there are a lot of people who are hitting ranks, coming out of September, even in the first, few days of October, we're seeing crazy growth right now. But I guarantee you, I will trace that growth back to an individual or individuals that Ibüümerang finally has gotten inside them. Either they're new and they're riding the wave, that new wave of excitement. That's great. That's a very important day. And you can ride that day. But when it gets inside you, it's different. So if you're not showing your baby, I guarantee you it's because Ibüümerang's not inside you. There is no in between. You are in Ibüümerang, but is Ibüümerang inside you? If you're showing the plan with excitement, there's a really good chance that it's inside you or it's starting to get inside you. In that day, you're very close to that day. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you are very far away from that day. But don't worry. All you really have to do is stay in motion. Don't miss events. Don't miss trainings. Don't miss presentations. At some point, it's going to get inside you. I can tell you when Ibüümerang got inside me, it was in the middle of me doing a presentation. It was, listen, you can't do presentations and something not activate inside you unless you're really, really good at faking it. I'm not good at faking it. I suck at faking. As a matter of fact, it is in everyone's best interest that you lock me into a closet, into a dark room if you want me to fake something. Do not let anybody see my face because I don't have a game face. If you see me looking like this, and I'm scared. Like if I was an airline stewardess or if I was a flight attendant and we hit turbulence, don't look at me because I'm gonna terrify the entire plane. Like we're going down. Y'all feel that? Like I'm not the one. I don't have the game face like that. So if you're sharing Ibüümerang with passion, it's going to get inside you. And when that happens, you have no problem showing the baby. The only reason that you wouldn't show the baby is because you don't understand the power of the baby. You don't understand the blessings of the baby. You may be ashamed of the baby. Maybe the baby doesn't look like what you thought it was going to look like or should look like. But here's the thing. You can make the baby look exactly like you want it to look. And when it looks and has the feel that you absolutely fall in love with, go show the baby. And I can tell you the people who can get closer to that point where Ibüümerang gets inside them, when that day happens, the closer you get to that absolute moment, when that happens, no one can stop you from showing your baby. And if somebody disrespects your baby, hey, listen, I want to share an opportunity with you. I'm super excited about it. And before I share this with you, I want you to know what you're about to see. I'm all in. I am all in, man. And somebody interrupts me and says, oh, man, is this one of those Amway deals? Thank you so much for showing me who you are. There's no reason for us to proceed. I take that exactly like someone saying, hey, what's your daughter working with? To me, it gives the same feeling. It's a feeling of disrespect. You are disrespecting my value. I'm bringing something to you that has amazing value, and you just exposed the fact that I am sharing valuable stuff with swine. Ancient writing says, do not share or do not cast your pearls among swine. It just basically means a pearl is something that's valuable. This is ancient times. So a pearl was massively, something that you looked up to as, something that's precious. Today we would say diamonds. So why would you cast your diamonds and put your valuable diamonds in front of a pig? Some of you have stopped showing your baby. It's not because the baby changed. You showed it to a pig, and that pig devoured the value that you had in Ibüümerang because they just ate it up. And you say, Ibüümerang doesn't work because this pig told me it's not going to work. Why would you share it with swine? And why would you listen to swine? Listen to me. When you follow and adopt somebody else's opinion, you get their lifestyles too. You can't adopt my opinions without adopting my lifestyle. So if you're listening to the lifestyle, if you're listening to the opinions of other individuals that are swine, stop listening to what they're saying and look at their lifestyle and step back and say to yourself, why would I listen to your opinion? Because if I take your opinion, I got to take your lifestyle too. I don't want the lifestyle of a pig. See, you can't take the baby, you can't disconnect me from my baby. I'm the only person who can disconnect me from the baby. I'm the only person that has the power to disconnect my excitement meter of Ibüümerang. And once something that's inside me and it becomes my baby, I become massively overprotective. If Holton is watching this right now, guarantee you he is saying Johnny is overprotective. When Johnny loves something, when Johnny cares about something, when Johnny goes hard on, listen, he becomes overprotective. And I'm not saying that's a good thing. That's just who I am. I don't know how to disconnect. I don't know how to turn that off. When I love hard. I don't know how to turn it off. And I love Ibüümerang. I'll fight for Ibüümerang, just like I will fight for my baby. I have made Ibüümerang my baby. The only reason you're not showing the baby is because it's not inside you. There's no emotional connection to who we are and where we're headed. The only reason you would be able to go 24 hours without even saying the word Ibüümerang is because Ibüümerang's not your baby. And that's a fact. If you can go 24 hours without saying the word Ibüümerang is not your baby. There's never been 24 hours in any given day that I haven't said my 3 kids' name. There's never been 24 hours in my life where 24 hours go by and I did not actually say out loud and verbalize my children's name. For 19 years, not one day has gone by that has happened. They're my babies. Their life is bigger than my life. Ibüümerang is my baby. I can't go 24 hours without talking about Ibüümerang. It's my baby. So if you truly want to show your baby, make it your baby. And when you make it your baby, you're not going to cast your pearls among swine. And when you do, you identify the swine. You identify the fact that, listen, I foolishly shared my precious jewels with a pig, and this pig doesn't have the value to devalue my jewels. And I'm talking about Ibüümerang. See, somebody's no has zero value to emotionally affect the fact that Ibüümerang is my baby. I introduce my daughter to a guy, he shows me that he's swine, and I continue to make that introduction after he told me he was swine. Now I'm pushing my baby into the world of swine. Some of you are pushing Ibüümerang into the world of swine. We don't want swine in Ibüümerang. We don't want it. Why? Pigs don't understand value. I'm not going to say they won't join and have fun. They may join Ibüümerang, they'll have fun. They'll eat up everything. They'll play in the mud. And they look like they're having fun. And then you start wondering, why is my team going backwards? Because you introduced swine to a team that was growing, and now all your team is playing in the mud because you brought swine to the table. You begged this person to join Ibüümerang, and you are wondering why their energy is affecting your organization is because you had to beg them to join. When you have to beg swine to see value, they're going to play in the mud. This is why I'm a black diamond. I was going to find another way of saying it, but I don't have another way. The reason I'm black diamond, the reason I'll be presidential diamond, give me 90 days. The reason is because this is my baby. Showing it is not an option. Loving it is not an option. Talking about it is not an option. I have to. It's my baby. So if you truly, truly, truly want to show your baby, make it your baby. Make Ibüümerang your baby. Everybody loves to show off their baby, and nobody will ever hand their baby to a pig. You never would walk up to a pig and say, hey, can you watch my baby for a second? Never would you do that. That's how I feel about Ibüümerang. Immediately when somebody shows me they're a pig, I label them as swine and I keep moving. So Johnny, how do you come up with this mental infrastructure that you have that gives you, so much confidence in Ibüümerang? Johnny, I want to make Ibüümerang my baby, but I don't have the confidence in it like you do now. Listen, and I understand that. That's real. If you joined us in the last 5 days, you're not going to have my confidence. Somebody who joined yesterday, they're not going to have my confidence. They may not have your confidence. But what we do is we borrow the confidence of other individuals until it becomes our confidence. That's what we do with failure too. When you borrow the confidence of swine and you wonder why your business is going backwards, why your lifestyle is going backwards, it's because you've adapted to the thinking and you borrowed the opinions of swine. So just like you can borrow my excitement, you can borrow my confidence, you can also borrow somebody else's lack of confidence. Do you understand? So if you're going to borrow something from us, why not borrow it from the top? Well, Johnny, the person who got me into Ibüümerang, they're really good at doing presentations. Okay, maybe they're presentation woman, they're presentation man. Like this shield on my chest, this is not Johnny Wimbrey, super presentation man. This is Johnny Wimbrey Lou. This is what we believe in. We believe in loyalty, edification, unity. This is the shield of Ibüümerang. That's what I believe in. So borrow the confidence of the top instead of borrowing the confidence of the bottom, or even borrowing the confidence of in between. When you have access to borrowing our confidence because you see us on Zoom, you see us on doing trainings, you see us on stage, you get to borrow our confidence. So you can borrow our confidence until you gain the confidence of your own. I would not be a black diamond if I didn't borrow the confidence of other leaders. I borrowed their confidence until I was confident. Now, how do you create that level of confidence and pride in Ibüümerang? Now, I'm talking very elementary right now because there are some of you that, and I'm gonna be very frank, there are some of you that have already made over $250,000 in Ibüümerang your first year, but you still don't have the confidence of Ibüümerang. Well, Johnny, how can you make 6 figures and still not have, this level of confidence? It's because you've been borrowing our confidence and it's working. You've been borrowing our confidence and it's working. But some of you are $1 million a year people, but you're still borrowing the confidence and it only has you at maybe, a low 6-figure a year earning. And that's great and that's wonderful. But what if you can reach a little higher and buy and borrow the confidence of those of us who are making millions? So you get to borrow our confidence to get to where you're going. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's not faking. You're just borrowing our confidence until the confidence sets inside you. Remember, 2 most important days, the day you join and then the day you realize why you join. When you realize why you join, the confidence is there. Now we're feeding on each other's confidence. I'm going to help you have that second day right now. I'm going to help every single one of you have the day where the why connects and the baby is yours. It's inside you. You're not involved. You're not just in Ibüümerang. Ibüümerang is about to get inside you. Are you ready? So let me take you through a process. Here's my process. I've got to peel the layers back. This is just how Johnny works. My brain works a little bit different in terms of, I'm not, intellectual stuff doesn't move me as much as, a mindset stuff. I'm a mindset type person, not so much intellectual, but I use both together. So my mindset, in order for me to get into the mindset that this is my baby, the value of Ibüümerang is inside me. And when you show me that your value doesn't deserve to connect with my value, I dismiss you as swine immediately. And listen, I'm not saying that you're a bad person. I'm just saying you're swine when it comes to wanting to be in my organization. And I can't take that risk. I can't take the risk of my people seeing me bring swine to something that's beautiful, wonderful, and valuable. Okay, Johnny, how did you get that? How did you get that kind of pride and that kind of confidence in Ibüümerang? You've only been here for 18 months. As a matter of fact, November the 2nd is the day I went to work for Ibüümerang. I joined the day it launched in March, but I went to work on November the 2nd. So I'm about to have my 1-year anniversary of work. So how did you get that in less than a year, Johnny? How did you get it in less than a year? First of all, I got to go through steps. The first step is I got to remind myself what industry I'm in. And if you're not proud of your industry, it's almost impossible to be proud of Ibüümerang, because Ibüümerang is in the network marketing industry. We are in the direct sales industry. If you can't fall in love with that, you will never be able to connect to Ibüümerang the way that you need to connect to it. So the first step is I fall in love with my industry. Listen, if you are around Holton Buggs for any length of time, he's going to talk about the industry, not Ibüümerang. He's going to talk about he's in love with the industry of network marketing. Find me an owner that doesn't love network marketing. I'll find you an owner that's going to ultimately become abusive. If you don't understand the nature of what you're involved with, you'll abuse it. You'll abuse it. Do you understand what I just said? When you don't understand the value of something, you abuse it. Not only that, what's the word I'm looking for? It's perversion. The true definition of the word perversion. Perversion. Something that was meant for good, used for evil. That's perversion. You can pervert water. You can use water to give life, and you can use water to kill people. You can use fire to give life, and you can use fire to kill people. You can use Ibüümerang to give life, and you can use Ibüümerang to destroy people. And when you don't understand the value of what you have your hands on, you can pervert it and hurt people with it. I don't want you to pervert it and hurt people because you don't understand what you're a part of. You are in the network marketing industry. Don't run from that. I'm a multi-level marketing millionaire. Well, I don't want to use the word MLM. Don't. My question to you is why? Why? What are you afraid of? Well, I don't have the confidence yet to look at somebody and say, I'm in a multi-level marketing company. You should get the confidence because I'm a black diamond. Black diamond, you will never get to black diamond without loving the industry of multi-level marketing. I don't care what company you're in. You have to love the foundation of the industry that we are in. You will never make Ibüümerang your baby if you don't love the industry of network marketing. Well, Johnny, multi-level marketing has a bad name. So does insurance. So does politics. I can name 100 industries that have a bad name. And the industry is still the same. It's the people who gave the industry a bad name, not the industry. The network marketing industry has never given itself a bad name. It's the people. As a matter of fact, did you know that your house was perfect until you walked into it? The room that you're in right now, this room that I'm in right now, this room was perfect until I walked in. Why? I have flaws. I'm a human being. This room doesn't have the ability to think. This room doesn't have the ability to become a bad room. It's only what I can make it. I can turn it into a bad room based on not appreciating the value of this room. That's what happens. When you don't understand the value and appreciate the fact that what industry you are in, you will never, ever be massively successful unless you learn to hurt people and become perverted. If you pervert this industry, you can be successful financially by stepping on people, hurting people, and lying to people, and misguiding people, and manipulating. I've seen this in this industry. You could do that, but that has nothing to do with the industry. The industry never changed. You changed the room. The industry of network marketing doesn't have the ability to defend itself. It only has the ability to stand on the purpose in which it was founded. So when I say network marketing, There's a level of confidence that I have because I take pride in the industry that has made me millions. I took pride in the industry before I made millions. Why? Network marketing. I understand what it means. Listen, I build a network on a global basis, and this global network will pay me on a residual basis. I'm in love with that thought. I am in love with the thought. John Paul Getty said, I'd rather have 1% of 100 people's effort instead of 100% of my own. He said, I'd rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts instead of 100% of my own. That is networking. I love the theory. I love the thought of it. I love to say it out loud. I am in love with the fact that I am in the network marketing industry. Okay, Johnny. But if you want to be deeper with it, you want to have you really want to connect to Ibüümerang, fall in love with the word multi-level marketing. To me, multi-level marketing, when you fall in love with that word, I'm looking at a future $1 million earner. Why? You are in love with the essence of everything that we are about, even before Ibüümerang starts. So I'm so in love with the industry of network marketing, I had to find the best company out there. If I'm in love with something, like if I love basketball, I want to find the best. I want to learn from the best. So I love network marketing. So why would I join number 2 when I can join number 1? I'm following the only person living that's made over $100 million as a field distributor in a 1-decade period. From the time he joined to the time he walked away from his coffee company to start Ibüümerang, Mr. Holtenbugs made over $100 million in commissions. There's nobody dead that can say that. There's nobody alive that can say that. So why would I follow number 2? If I love network marketing, if I love multi-level marketing, why would I follow number 2 when I have access to number 1? You got to understand, I love this industry. I don't want to do anything else other than network marketing. I don't want to do anything else other than multi-level marketing. I am so in love. That's where my confidence comes from. It's way before Ibüümerang. I was in love with the thought of having a child before my wife was pregnant. I was in love with the fact that I'm going to be a father before she was pregnant, before I was even married. Before I had a life partner, I was in love with the fact that I was going to be able to extend the name Wimbrey. I'm in love with my title of being a father before I was a father. I'm in love with multi-level marketing. I'm in love with network marketing before there was an Ibüümerang. That's where my confidence comes from, because it's not Ibüümerang. I love the industry. And because I love the industry, I'm connected to the number 1 company in the world, the number 1 leader in the world, undisputed, can't be argued. I'm following number 1. I'm in love with something, and then I find number 1 to follow. That's what gives me my confidence. Listen, I got to stand up on this. Guys, listen, this is where it comes from. This is where it comes from. I'm standing up because I'm getting hyped. This is where it comes from, people. Where it comes from is this. Listen, it's inside me. And what's inside me, nobody can take away. Nobody has the value to take it away. Yeah, it's an electric desk. So nobody has the value of taking it away. What's inside me, you can't have it unless I let you borrow it or give it to you. Why would I give you my confidence? Why would I let you borrow my confidence? My confidence is contagious. All you got to do is be around me. You're going to get it. So I'll take it even a step further. I love the network marketing industry, but I love to look somebody in the face and say, I'm a multi-level marketer. Why? Nobody likes that word. So I'm going to use the word that nobody likes just to prove my confidence. I'm a multi-level marketer. Oh man, you're in one of those deals? Let me ask you a question. If you walk into any major city that has tall buildings, and you look at a tall building that has 70 stories on it, 70 stories, and every story is sold out of office space. So this entire building has thousands of people working at it at any time. If I ask a 10-year-old, not even just you, if I ask a 10-year-old, and let's say my son, I'm walking up with my 9-year-old son, and I point to my son and I say, Honor, you see that tall building right there? There are thousands of people working in this building right now. And he says, okay, Daddy. So let me ask you a question. If you were the boss and you made money in that building and you were the boss, would you want to make money on one level in that building? Just one level? Or would you want to make money on multiple levels inside that building? Guarantee you, my 9-year-old son would say, well, I want to make money on multiple levels, Daddy. So why would you run from a word that allows you to make multiple levels? Well, Johnny, it's just the word. It has a bad name. Go give it a good name. See, now it's a mission. Now it's a mission. I'm not running from who I am and what I'm a part of. I'm on a mission to change the mindset of how people listen and see when they hear the word multi-level marketing. Not only am I in multi-level marketing, while I'm talking to you right now, I am making money in Singapore because I'm in multi-level marketing. While I'm talking to you right now, I'm making money in Houston, Texas. I'm not in Houston right now. I'm in Dallas, Texas. See, this is how you get people to understand. And you don't even have to say you. You can be new in the business. You can say, listen, my business partner, I am your business partner. Every single person, you go to iboomhub.com, and look at those testimonies. Look at individuals who hit Sapphire, who hit Ruby. Those are your business partners. And you can say, listen, I have a business partner in New Zealand that's making money in New York because of what we do. This person's never even been to New York. When you go to work, where do you make money? Only where you're at. Only what you're doing. There's nothing wrong with that. But I guarantee you there's somebody in your office that's making money in multiple offices, multi-levels of offices in your building you work for, which means the person you work for does multi-level marketing because they have different levels. They have multiple levels of business going on in the organization. You're just one vertical of a level. So you can't say that you're not doing multi-level marketing. You're just the employee. Your boss is doing multi-levels. So I don't run from words. Now listen, this is called MLM pride. If you want to show your baby, you better get pride in MLM. If you can't look at somebody at some point, I'm not saying do it now. If you can't look at somebody at some point and say, I'm in the baddest multi-level marketing company in the entire world. Well, what do you guys do? I'm doing it right now. You see my confidence? See, when you can confidently go to somebody and say, listen, I want to share something with you that I'm massively excited about. At some point, I'm not saying just right off the top, at some point, they're going to know it's multi-level marketing. They're going to know it's direct sales. They're going to know it's network marketing. So if they're going to find out at some point, when you get to the level where an Ibüümerang gets inside you, multi-level marketing is not a word you're going to run from. Why? Because you got to go in order if you want to get the confidence. In order for me to show the baby, I got to fall in love with the industry before I fall in love with Ibüümerang. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds backwards, but you want to be a black diamond. I can only teach you what I've done. I can't teach you how to become a sapphire anymore. Let the sapphires teach you how to become sapphires. I can teach you how to become black diamond. The way I go black diamond is, it's what's inside me. It's not even just work ethic. It's what's inside me. It's the heart inside me. It's the passion that's inside me. Listen, when you help your first single mother make more money than she's ever made before in her life, trust me, the level of confidence grows. When you help somebody who's gotten out of prison that can't get a real job and you have them making $50,000 a year and they couldn't even get a real job, and because of network marketing, we don't do background checks, that's going to boost your pride. It's going to boost something inside of you. When you have a lady who's running from her ex, an abusive ex that needs to create a lifestyle for herself, and you look up 12 months later and she's on stage telling her story, and it's because of your confidence that she borrowed your confidence until she can get on stage, and now she's sharing her story, trust me, it's going to get deeper inside you. We're just getting started, people. We're just getting started. So if you were going to take some advice from me right now, what I would tell you is, number one, if you want to win big, show the baby. And you show the baby until people give you a reason not to show it. And then you move on and you go show it to somebody else. This is your baby. And I would highly recommend that you watch this again and again and again. I highly recommend when you're in the gym, you're listening to this. You got to listen to this until it gets inside you. And I'm going to be able to tell who's it's inside because there's going to be difference. I'm going to see you start hitting levels because now Ibüümerang is your baby. See, you chose and you treat Ibüümerang like it's a weekend child. I've been a weekend child before. I've been that child where I went over somebody's house every weekend so they can watch us. I've been a weekend child. And I loved it. But I can't say that I was loved like I was their own. I felt welcome. That's fine. We welcome you to Ibüümerang. We welcome you. But at some point, you're going to feel like Ibüümerang is yours. I own Ibüümerang. Not because I own it on paper. I own it because it's mine. It's inside me. Holton Buggs himself doesn't have the power to come get it out of me. He doesn't. It's mine. It's too late. I've already made it mine. The two most important days of your business in Ibüümerang: the day you join, and then the day you realize why you join. And when you realize why you join, Ibüümerang gets inside you. And the only way it can come out is if you give it to somebody else or you let someone borrow it, especially swine. When you share this precious thing that's inside you with swine and you wonder, why am I not motivated? I guarantee you, the voice of swine has interrupted the process of Ibüümerang getting inside you. But once it's inside you, you ain't gonna be, you won't be demotivated. Let me tell you something. In the last 60 days, if you questioned Ibüümerang during the storm, there's only one reason you would have questioned it. It's not inside you. I'm not saying having those moments of doubt, having those moments of reckoning, that's normal. That's nature. But when you get to the point where you start asking yourself, I don't know about this Ibüümerang thing. I gotta find something else to do. The only way you would have that thought is because Ibüümerang is not inside you. You haven't had that day yet. In the middle of the storm, anybody who's around me will never, ever, ever have an inkling of a thought that Johnny is questioning Ibüümerang, because I'm not. I may question decisions. I may not like some decisions they make. I may not get along with corporate staff all the time. I'm not easy in when it comes to that. I fight for my people. There's no one who can accuse me of not fighting. I fight for my people. I just do. But that doesn't mean Ibüümerang's not inside me. Well, don't ever get it twisted. Don't ever get it twisted. If you are a swine type person, you don't understand the value of Ibüümerang. So the website goes down and you start criticizing Ibüümerang, you start criticizing Holton Buggs, you start criticizing the corporate staff. That's swine to me. That's swine. Listen, Les Brown taught me this. When things go wrong, don't go with them. Website goes down. Things went wrong. Why would you go wrong with it? Credit card process does not work. Okay, that's wrong. But why would you go wrong with it? When things go wrong, don't go wrong with it. Help make it right. That's when it's inside you. If my daughters, my children, if they make a bad decision, if they let daddy down, if they disappoint me, I can't go wrong with them. I got to love them back to the point where I'm proud of them again. You let me down in this area, but you're still a Wimbrey. You still got my blood. You made a mistake. You made a life choice that I don't agree with, but you're still my baby. You went wrong. I can't go wrong with you. So how do I stay in the mindset of staying right? I love them where they are, even when I'm disappointed. The only way you could do that in Ibüümerang is if it's inside you. So my babies are inside me. We share the same blood. There's literally nothing they can do to make me stop loving them. They don't have the power to turn my love off. They can increase my love, increase my excitement, but they don't have the power to turn it off. Who have you empowered to turn off the love that you have for Ibüümerang? And the only way that can happen is because Ibüümerang is not inside you. You won't show your baby until Ibüümerang is inside you. And as you are working on that, borrow our confidence until it's your confidence. You have our permission. So you got to show the baby. And the only way you're going to show the baby is if you're proud of your industry. If you're proud of the fact that you are a network marketer. You're proud of the fact that you are in a home-based business. You're proud of the fact that you are in direct sales. You have products and services. You have free customers. You have paid customers. You have a plethora of opportunity under the umbrella of Ibüümerang. Fall in love with that. But you got to fall in love with the industry first. Got to fall in love with the industry first. Love the network marketing industry. Defend it. Fight for it. You know what I love about Holton? And Holton and I, we've watched each other from a distance and for about 18 years working different companies. For 18 years, we did our own thing separate from each other. And we're best friends during the entire process. Here's what I love about Holton. When Herbalife got in trouble, Holton defended them. He's never been in Herbalife. I have seen Holton defend other network marketing companies that you don't even know their name yet. Why? Why would the owner of a network marketing company defend and help another network marketing company? You can only do that if you love the industry. See, when you are in love with your industry, you don't want your brothers and sisters to go through hell. Because if they're coming after your brothers and sisters of the industry, they're going to come for us too. So we might as well help them while they're being attacked. So when we're attacked, they'll help us. Notice I didn't say if we're attacked. I didn't say if. You can't be number one. You can't rise to the top. You can't be the company that the entire world is turning their head to see and not have an attack coming. We're prepared for it. And it's better to be prepared and not called than it is to be called and not prepared. Holton's prepared. Why? He doesn't love just Ibüümerang. He may love it a little bit more, but I guarantee you he loves the industry more. He loves the industry of home-based businesses, network marketing, multi-level marketing, direct sales. That's why he chose to launch a company in that industry. But the love for the industry came before the love of owning your own company. Show me somebody who loves owning their own company more than they love the industry they're in. I will show you a company that's doomed. You gotta love the industry. That's the owner that we follow. I have been in the room with him. I have been in the car with him where he's consulting other network marketing CEOs during the midst of COVID-19. He's helping companies that are on a vertical dive down while we have a vertical growth going up. Why? Why would a company that's doing this help a company that's doing that? Because it's still our industry. It's our industry. He loves the industry. He owns Ibüümerang. When you fall in love with our industry, your level of appreciation for Ibüümerang will go through the roof. Why? You're never going to find an owner like us out there. I'll go on the record of saying that. You will never find an owner of any network marketing company, any multi-level marketing company, ever, to be a Holton Buggs. He's us. Past, present, and future, he's us. When you fail in Ibüümerang, that's him. He has failed in this industry. When you struggle to pay your bills, that's Holton. He struggled to pay bills. When you entertain the fact that maybe you made a bad decision, you're Holton. He has entertained the fact of making a bad decision. And when you start realizing and experiencing residual income that pays all your bills, that's him too. That's Holton. And then you start realizing you don't really have to have another job. Your wife doesn't need a second gig. That's Holton. And then you start realizing this can pay for private school for my son. You're Holton. And then you start seeing other people on your team making $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month. That's Holton. And then you start realizing, I got one person in my team that's about to make 6 figures a year. Holton knows what that feels like. And then you start realizing, I got multiple people in my team this year that's going to make 6 figures. Holton knows what that feels like. He knows the newness feeling of new success stories and his confidence building because he's seeing other people doing what he has done. And then you get people making $500,000 a year in your team. Holton knows what that feels like. And then you have people in your team making $1 million a year that come from nothing. That's Holton. He knows what that feels like. And then you have multiple people in your team making millions of dollars a year in your organization. Holton knows what that feels like. Having people in your team making $5 million a year that come from nothing. He knows what that feels like. He wants us all to have that feeling. So we're borrowing the confidence of someone who failed in the industry. Someone who finally got to the point where they were making enough money to pay their bills. And then they get to the point where they can pull their wife off their side gig. And then they get to the point where they start seeing that they're making 6 figures a year. And then time goes by and they have people in their team making 6 figures a year. And then millions a year. He knows that story. So I'm borrowing his confidence of who he is for the industry of network marketing that will make us the best company on the planet because I'm borrowing his confidence. That's how Ibüümerang became my baby. It's my baby because I borrow his confidence. I'm giving you permission to borrow my confidence. I'm giving you permission to follow anybody's confidence, diamond or above, until you get it yourself. And anytime you find yourself listening to the voice of swine, run. Pack your bags quick and get out of that exposure as fast as possible and charge it to the game as experience. Do not beg swine to love your baby. If you beg somebody to love your baby, it's only because you don't value the baby. I don't have to beg somebody to love something that's precious to me. I just share it. Remember, my job is to lead people to an exposure, to share my baby. So I want you to share your baby. An easy way of sharing your story, I'm sharing the baby, is to learn as many stories of Ibüümerang as you can. As many stories as you can. Every time there's a live presentation, whoever's doing that presentation will tell some of their story. Every single time we promote a new rank, we typically tell you a little bit about their story, where they're from, what day they joined. That's your ammunition. If you want to show your baby with precision, have ammunition. And the ammunition is, oh, I'm talking to somebody who's a photographer. Oh, I got somebody on my team who's a photographer. Let me tell you this person's story who's a photographer. You won't be able to do that if you're not learning stories. Well, I got somebody who is a best-selling author. Our Black Diamond is a best-selling author. Let me tell you his story. You can't tell my story if you don't know the story. Well, I got somebody who's a full-time nurse and she loves Ibüümerang. I have somebody who's a full-time nurse that loves Ibüümerang. Let me tell you her story. I just signed up somebody who swore up and down they never would do network marketing, ever in their life. But they loved the technology. They loved everything that we were about when they saw the presentation. Oh, I have somebody else who swore up and down they would never do network marketing. He's a bodybuilder. He's a successful, technical person, whatever you want to call it. He designs code or writes code for, for technology. Let me tell you his story. Well, I got somebody who joined and his wife said if they don't make their money back in the first 72 hours, he's in trouble. I got a story just like that. Let me tell you the story of Donovan Wheatfall that accidentally made his money back in 24 hours because his wife said if that $1,000 is not back in the account, he's in trouble in 72 hours. I got that story. You gotta learn these stories. The stories are your ammunition. You got a gun on your right hip. You got a gun on your left hip. You got a grenade. You got bullets. You got a rocket launcher on your back. You got water. You got food. You got it all strapped on you. That means you're ready to go to war. The more stories you have in your arsenal prepares you more for war. I know Holton's story. I love learning the leaders' stories that I never knew. Jose Luis, I love his story. We've never worked together before. So now I'm learning the new stories of the new leaders of Ibüümerang because we're a new company. So if you truly, truly, truly want to be able to show your baby with confidence, love your industry. Fall in love with it. Buy books on the network marketing industry, not on a company, on the network marketing industry, multi-level marketing. Understand the foundation of how we started. Understand how Amway fought the FTC just to make sure that we could be a legitimate industry, 60, 70 years ago. Understand the grandfathers of our industry that fought to make sure that we can legitimize the opportunity and be a real bona fide industry recognized and respected by governments around the world. You got to learn these stories if you truly want. Listen, I am a professional, multi-billion-dollar producer, multi-level marketer. Find me anybody who's a billionaire in their industry that doesn't know the backbone and the story of how their industry survived. You got to know the story. Airline pilots have to know the story of the evolution of airplanes. Why? The technology didn't even exist anymore. Because they want you to understand how it started so you can appreciate who you are. That's why pilots walk with a certain level of pride, a certain level of confidence, because they understand everything they had to go through. Know your industry. Fall in love with it. You can keep up with the Kardashians all you want to. I keep up with multi-level marketing. You can keep up and follow and know all the latest songs and all the latest trends. Go for it. If that makes you money, do it. But chances are you're really spending money to learn it. I know the multi-level marketing industry the way you know the Kardashians. What's funny is I actually know the Kardashians and I know multi-level marketing better than I know them. All I'm saying is this: love your industry to a point that you will fight for it. And then you'll love Ibüümerang to the point where it becomes your baby. And then you'll want to share it with as many people as possible because it's your baby. And then you'll start learning stories inside Ibüümerang. You'll start learning stories outside of Ibüümerang that has to do with the industry. And then you'll defend it on a level, and then you'll start seeing yourself climb to certain levels and charts because you're not just in in Ibüümerang, you are a professional multi-level marketer for the industry. You just chose the #1 company in the world to follow. This is inside me. You can't take it out. You're like, Johnny, what books did you read to get to where you are? Listen, it's not even about one book. It's about a lifestyle of loving what I do, who I am, and what I'm a part of. That's how you go show your baby. Now, if I were you, I would YouTube and watch this. It's called the iBoom setup. It's always next to me. Like, well, Johnny, why do you always have this next to you? I know it by heart, but it's next to me. It's called the iBoom setup. The iBoom setup is used for you to know how to get somebody to see your baby. The way I do the iBoom setup, YouTube it. iBoom setup, Johnny Wimbrey, you'll see it. The reason that I use the iBoom setup is because it gives value to the baby. And the value is I'm all in. I'm all in. Listen, Mark, I want you to see something that I'm massively excited about right now. And I want you to know before you see it that what you're about to see, I'm all in. There's literally nothing that anybody can say that can distract me from being all in with what I'm about to do. My family members, my associates, my friends, everybody's going to get this phone call to know that I'm on a new path and I'm all in. I believe that this is my shot. This is my shot, man. This is something that my children's children will benefit from. This is my shot. And I understand it's not for everybody, but I want you to understand it's for me. And there's nothing you can say that can change my mind. And I want you to know I'm unified with the vision. I'm unified with the purpose and the mission of Ibüümerang and everything that it represents. And you'll understand why once you see this quick presentation. I'm motivated. I'm motivated more than I've ever been motivated to do anything. You know me. You've seen me in the past. What you're about to see now is a new level of motivation you've never seen before. So as you watch this presentation, I want you to keep in mind everything that I just showed, everything I just shared with you. I'm all in. I believe it's my shot and I'm going to take it. And I understand it's not for everybody, but it is for me. I'm unified with the vision, the purpose, and the mission of this company. And I'm motivated. For some reason, I'm motivated more right now today than I've ever been before in my life. Watch this. I'll call you back in about 20 minutes. Or jump on this presentation. I'll call you immediately when it's over. It's the iBoom setup, people. So Johnny, why don't you just type it and make it official? No, you type it. You make it official. That's where my confidence comes from. My confidence comes from, I know how to set it up. I know how to set it up because I know what I'm in. I know what I'm in because I love the industry. And I appreciate Ibüümerang because I know the industry. I know the industry so well. You know, like you know, a woman that's looking for a decent man. They say, you know, they say we're hard to find these days. But you're looking for a decent man. When you see them, it stands out to you because you've been studying decent men or decent women. And it stands out. You know it from a distance because based on your studying. I know for a fact that Ibüümerang is number one based on my study. I don't just say it. Listen, I just don't say Ibüümerang's the number one opportunity on the planet. I believe it. I believe it. My iBoom setup. I'm all in because it's number one. I believe this is my shot. I don't know if I'm going to live long enough to see something like this again. It only comes by, you know, once in a lifetime, and this is it. And I understand it's not for everybody, but it is for me. I'm unified with the vision. I'm motivated. That's my iBoom setup. You can't do that unless you love the baby. Show me somebody who's not talking about Ibüümerang today. I will show you someone that still hasn't made Ibüümerang their baby. Shame on anybody who can claim to have a baby and you don't even say the baby's name. Shame on you. You say Ibüümerang is your baby and you go 24 hours without even saying the word Ibüümerang. You go 24 hours with not even attempting to get somebody to see an exposure. It's not your baby. It's your hobby. If you treat Ibüümerang like a hobby, it's going to pay you like a hobby. And that's cool if that's what you want from it. But I'm talking to you as if you want to be a black diamond. You will never be a black diamond without making Ibüümerang your baby. Screenshot this. Show your baby. Tag me at Wimbrey on every social platform you know of. Why am I saying that? Because that encourages me when I see you doing what I teach. It encourages me when I see you doing screenshots of, you know, Emmanuel Bernstein doing a training or a presentation. I'm encouraged when I see you guys, you know, do a screenshot of the Smechel brothers who are right now in, you know, shout out to Smechel brothers. We got 400 people in the room right now in the Czech Republic. I love getting those screenshots. Hashtag show your baby. Hashtag swing the bat. Hashtag I'm all in. Hashtag iBoom setup. I love that because it encourages me and it builds my confidence more as a leader too. So, hashtag. Every single time, I'm about to follow this hashtag right now, show my baby. I'm gonna follow it on all social media platforms. Hashtag show my baby. Every time you do a presentation today, every exposure, that you do today, hashtag show my baby. Hashtag show my baby. Hashtag IBÜM setup. That just tells me that you're walking, if not towards your baby, you're walking with your baby. You want to show your baby? Get your pride up in our industry. Be proud of it. Well, Johnny, my dad was in one of these companies and it didn't work, and I just don't want to say multi-level marketing. If you're ashamed of your baby, you're never going to show it with compassion. You're never going to show it with conviction, and you're never going to be able to look at somebody and say, I'm unified with the vision. I'm unified with the purpose. I'm unified with the mission, the mission. I'm motivated. I believe, I understand, I'm all in. You will never be able to say that if you're ashamed of the industry. You can't love Ibüümerang and be ashamed of multi-level marketing. You can't. You got to love them both. And if you want to do it in the right order, learn to love the industry first. Even if you loved Ibüümerang first, now go back and love the industry. Because when you really love the industry, you will realize how special Ibüümerang is. When you study the industry, you'll say, wow, I don't know if I'm ever going to live to experience something like this again. With Holt and Bugs being, steering the boat, being the captain of the ship, that's what makes us special. That's what makes us legendary. In the next 3 to 5 years, this is all going to be obvious. You got to show the baby. You want me to see you on stage? Show the baby. You want us to post a picture of you hitting director? Show the baby. Show your baby. The only reason you wouldn't show Ibüümerang today is because you haven't made it your baby. And the only way you can make it your baby is if you learn how to take pride in the industry and be absolutely in love with Ibüümerang. And if you're in love with Ibüümerang, you're going to learn the stories. You're going to learn the leadership stories. You're going to have an arsenal of ammunition all over your body, just like somebody who's going into war. A young lady going into war for her country, she's strapped up. She has military gear on. Everything, she knows how to reach for it. She knows how to get it. She knows how to get it very quickly. She knows how to go into fighting position. She knows everything about everything that's on her body. And she put it to herself. Why? That's her having to learn the story of how to reach, how to grab, how to maneuver in the midst of war. When you go to war and you show your baby and someone says, I can't believe you're doing that. And you start identifying, this is the language of swine. You get to start pulling out your weapons. And one of your weapons that you could pull out is, I have to disconnect this conversation. My business partner, Johnny Wimbrey, told me to disconnect the conversation with anybody who starts like throwing swine over my precious jewels. You don't have to tell them that, but I want you to feel it with whatever you're telling them. This is how you make it your baby. So guys, you are the global expansion ambassadors of Ibüümerang. I just gave you a new title. Hey, so what do you do? I'm doing it. What do you mean you're doing it? Well, for instance, I'm wearing this technology. I'm a global expansion ambassador for an international company that just launched in the last 18 months. And I am literally doing what I'm supposed to be doing right now, which is testing this wearable technology. That's how you start a conversation. Well, how can I test it? You get paid to test technology? I get paid to share the technology if it works. So right now we're in beta form and I'm a global expansion ambassador. As a global expansion ambassador, I test our technologies. This is just one. We have multiple technologies. While I'm talking to you right now, I have drivers who are on the road right now expanding. It's part of our global technology. What do you mean you have drivers on the road? Like literally while I'm talking to you right now, I'm a global expansion ambassador. So all of our technologies that we offer, it's my responsibility to expand it. Well, can you give me more information? Sure, give me your email address. I'll send you some information. I just gave you a way to start a conversation to lead people to see your baby. Whoever shows the baby most will win this week. So I look forward to seeing the hashtags. Show my baby. show your baby, whatever you want to call it. Hashtag iBoom setup. Tag me or just put me in the comments at Wimbrey, because I want to come celebrate you showing the baby. So Ibüümerang Flight School. Hope I didn't go too hard on you. Hope this video goes viral throughout your organizations, because this is exactly the information that I would want every single person on my team to have right now as we are turning the corner to end the last quarter of the year 2020. 2020 has slapped everybody. We have been slapped backwards and forward. It's October. It's time to slap back. This is us slapping back 2020. 2020, it's the 12th round. It's the last round of the fight of the year. And I refuse to allow this year to end the way it started. I refuse. I'm going to end 2020 slapping back. So COVID-19, bam, we're slapping you back. Technology issues, we're slapping you back. Credit card, merchandise, changing the rules on us during COVID-19, we're slapping you back. Attempting to freeze and hold and slow down our technology, we are slapping you back. It's October, November, and December. It's the last 90 days of the year. I dare you to slap it back. 2020, slap right in the face. Dave Chappelle, what did the 5 fingers say to the face? Slap. Rick James, you know what I'm talking about. What did the 5 fingers say to 2020? Slapping you back. Let's go. Slap it back, people. Show your baby. Get this on repeat on Facebook. Ibüümerang, you can watch this again and again and again. God bless you guys. I think I'm turning it back over to you, T. Gray, Mark. Thank you so much. It's time for us to go show the baby.
Fire. Mr. Wimbrey, thank you. That's it. There's nothing else to say.
You're incredibly well.
Slap it back.
Slap it 2020, baby. Slap it 2020.
Love you, JW. Love you, Mr. Wimbrey. Love you,
Love
Chris.
you guys. Thank you so
Yes.
much. Let's go to work. I think I'm going to
work.
throw it out like T. Gray. If I knew for a fact mine would end up looking like that, I think I would give it a go. But it doesn't connect like a grown man yet. God bless you guys. I love you guys. Let's go show the baby.
We do. We love you too. Hey, everybody, we see you on Monday with the call with Holton Bugs, our CEO. Slap it back this weekend. We're out of here.
Love you guys.
It's all about perfect timing. Wake up in the morning shining. Gotta stay on my grinding. They try to leave me behind it, but now I'm about to go diamond. 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 Yeah, right now. Yeah, I'm about to go diamond. You can see all my teeth when I'm smiling. Not staying at the bottom, I'm climbing. Got it out the dirt, I had to find it. Got it out the dirt. Yeah, I'm about to go diamond. I'm just living my life and they don't like it. One day you should get up and try it. You know I can't deny it. It's all about perfect timing. Wake up in the morning shining. Gotta stay on my grinding. They try to leave me behind it, but now I'm about to go diamond. Now I'm about to go diamond. Now I'm about to go diamond. Now I'm about to go diamond, yeah. Yo, wait. I'm about to go diamond. Stay connected with my team like Verizon, oh yeah. No, it's not surprising, cause I never give up, I keep on fighting, oh yeah. It's not that far away. Better know I'm here to stay. Never will let go away. Never will let go away. It's all about perfect timing. Wake up in the morning shining. Gotta stay on my grinding. They try to leave me behind it, but now I'm about to go diamond. Now I'm about to go diamond. Now I'm about to go diamond. Now I'm about to go diamond.